On Sunday, August 21, 2023, the people of Ecuador voted to stop an oil drilling project in the Yasuni National Park, one of the most biodiverse places on the planet and home to several indigenous tribes. This is a huge victory for the environment and human rights, and I want to explain why. The Yasuni National Park is located in the Amazon rainforest, which is the largest tropical forest in the world and a vital source of oxygen, water, and the life of millions of peoples and animals. The park covers nearly 1 million hectares of land and contains over 4,000 plant species, 173 different types of mammals, and at least two uncontacted indigenous tribes. According to UNESCO, it is one of the most biodiverse regions on the planet. However, the park also sits on the top of an estimated 1.67 billion barrels of crude oil, which is worth over $133 billion at today's oil price. For decades, the Ecuadorian government has been trying to exploit this oil wealth to pay off its debt and boost its economy. In 2007, the then President Rafael Correa proposed a plan to ask wealthy nations to compensate Ecuador for not drilling in the park. He asked for 7.2 billion over 10 years, which was half of the expected revenue from the oil reserves, but his plan failed to get enough support from other countries, and by 2013 he announced that he would go ahead with drilling. Drilling in the park officially began in 2016, and since then Ecuador has been selling oil from the region to the rest of the world. Currently, over 66% of the oil from the park is shipped to the United States. But this oil extraction has come at a high cost for the environment and human rights. Oil spills, deforestation, pollution, and noise have damaged the fragile ecosystem and threatened the survival of many species and indigenous peoples. The Waruni tribe, which lives in the park, has faced harassment, repression, and even death as they resisted the oil operations. The Taruminan, Tagari, and Dugakeri tribes, which live in the voluntary isolation, have also been endangered by the enrollment of oil companies and settlers. That's why politicians of indigenous people, youth, and activists from across Ecuador organized a referendum to stop oil drilling in the park. They collected over 1 million signatures to put questions on the ballot. On Sunday, August 21, 2023, they achieved their goal. 59% of Ecuadorians voted yes to end oil drilling in the Yasuni National Park. This is a historic example of climate democracy and environmental justice. The people of Ecuador have shown that they value life over money and that they are willing to protect their natural heritage and human rights for future generations. They have also shown that it is possible to confront the climate crisis by keeping fossil fuels in the ground and preserving forests. This referendum is not only important for Ecuador but also for the world. It sends a message to the other countries that are facing similar dilemmas between development and conservation. It also shows that there is another way to achieve social and economic well-being without sacrificing nature and human dignity. It also shows that people have power to challenge their governments and corporations when they act against their interests and values. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.